Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is objectively broken. And to be completely honest with you, the overall ecosystem of Web 2 gaming is completely broken. I'm going to break down in this video what exactly is wrong with these titles, these traditional gaming studios in Web 2. And to be honest with you, the amount of people that hate on the industry that is innovating on this broken model and the solutions that it provides, I think it will be eye-opening what you see in this video and make you think bigger when it comes to the money that you're spending on these games every year and the money you're spending between the lines and how Web3 could be a potential breakout from this extractive model. Let's dive into it. Like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more every single day and every week here on In the Game. We go over crypto gaming, AI, metaverse, meme coins, etc. You can subscribe down below. As well, shout out to all of our sponsors here on In the Game. We have Epic War, Ledger, Moon Tropica, FOMO, as well as all of our exchange partners down below. I do want to give a big shout out, Moon Tropica. We are streaming this game on Halloween at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be hopping on with Peyton, Icy, Gorilla. This is going to be an incredible stream. We're going to jump in, little Halloween stream. Should be a really good time, so check that out on the 31st. And a big shout out to Moon Tropica. As well, if you're not using Nexus Labs yet, go check it out. Absolutely free. And you can try out the premium product as well for 7 days for free or just $9.99 a month, taking all the best pieces from CoinMarketCap, DBank, Zerion, DappRadar, and packaging it into one complete puzzle as you see here on the screen. So you can check that out in the link down below. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Why is Call of Duty Black Ops 6 broken? Now, I'm not just talking about actual broken. What's crazy is this studio has billions and billions and billions of dollars, unlimited resources to deploy, and yet they can't seem to ever have their servers right, have the game optimized. There's always glitches over time. And look, this is coming from someone, I've sunk so many hours into Call of Duty. We'll dive into this in a second. Patching processes failed. They're now requiring you to be online to play the campaign. It just makes no sense to me. And on top of that, people are buying the same repackaged game every single year. And they tell themselves every year, I'm not buying it this year. It's a waste of money. But every year, guess what happens? They go in and they buy the game like clockwork. So, this one here, the maps, people are complaining about the maps not being good. There's not been good Call of Duty maps since the old games. And that's why in the recent Call of Duty, they had all these different, terminal and all these different old school maps that came back to bring back that nostalgia. And look, you think I'm over exaggerating? Look at the Call of Duty games that have been released since 2003. We are talking about 20 plus titles every single year, basically since 2003, 04, 05, 06. Every year since 2003, there has been a brand new Call of Duty title that people race to the shelves to go ahead and buy. And I agree with this tweet that you buy this game every year and you're grinding the same camos, you're doing the same achievements, trying to get headshots, trying to get the gold, the diamond, the dark matter camouflages. And guess what happens? And look, I am not just some Web3 gamer. I probably have a higher kill-death ratio than you in Warzone. I probably would run circles around your team in most games like this, okay? I have 41 kill games, 35 kill games, 30 kill games, 100-plus kill games with my team. 32 times I've won tournaments in Call of Duty Warzone. So I am an experienced Call of Duty player. I played back in the day from Call of Duty 4 all the way up to Black Ops 2 in actual competition when it was called MLG. None of the CDL stuff that we see these days. So whenever you're hearing from me, I am someone who has sunk years of my life into Call of Duty. So to be completely honest with you, I love the franchise. I am one of those people also that seemingly apes into buying this video game every single year because, well, maybe this is the best one since Black Ops 2 or whatever the case is, and it's just never really come to fruition. But the one problem, so the grinding the camos every single year, like this tweet says, you know, you sit in your corners, you're trying to get your kill death ratio up, which I just mentioned because the players care about that, and you grind the same exact camos every single year. But guess what? Every year that resets. You don't get to bring these camos into the next iteration of the game. You are just doing the same loop over and over, and you are spending money on battle passes, skin packs, Nicki Minaj skins in Warzone. What are we talking about here? Just, it's ridiculous. People don't open their eyes to what is happening here. Activision Blizzard milks their customer base for $5.8 billion in revenue on microtransactions and downloadable content. This was just 2022 alone. And they're not the only game studio doing this. And this year it's gotten so egregious that people are being charged $20 to have enhanced headphone mode. Enhanced headphone mode. Anything they can do to extract dollars out of your pocket. And the worst part about it is most of the people that are paying for these things are just using their parents' credit card, right? Like they're just going to grab mom and dad's credit card, buying all these different battle passes and skins inside the game. And just to open your eyes to the whole industry here, $183 billion has come into microtransactions over the course of these years. Like microtransactions account for so much of the revenue for these different games. Why do you think Warzone is free? Why do you think Fortnite is free? Why do you think Apex Legends is free? All these different games are free for a reason, because they're milking you on the back end with this illusion of these games being free on the front end. Worst part about it is Call of Duty, the traditional game, is still charging you $70 every single year to buy the game, and then you're buying the battle pass for $20. You're buying the enhanced headphone modes for $20. Your lifetime spend in these games, if you play them every single year, is absolutely ridiculous. And we see, you know, studios, this is their business model, right? EA says Apex Legends fell short of revenue expectations despite battle pass changes. So it does seem like some of these games, and Apex Legends is still super popular, some of these games are starting to find struggles in this current model, but there are models out there that solve these issues for both the studio and the players. Look at the CSGO and CS2 daily transactions since 2017. I mean, we're talking about, you know, here we're talking 30 million transactions a day at some of these points. Like recently we're looking at 10 million transactions every single day. This right here has nothing to do with crypto. So all the people in the comments that would be like, well, this is just some crypto bro telling us to go play some crypto games. I'm not. But this is a great monetization model, because on the back end, the game can take fees off of these transactions. And that is what people, I think, miss. So all these inventory items that you have, I don't care if you got Batman, Superman, LeBron James in your Fortnite inventory, you really don't own that. But you could sell your whole account, but that's a broken model. You don't want to give up your Fortnite account. You'd rather keep your Fortnite account, be able to just simply sell an asset, but that's unavailable in the Fortnite ecosystem. Those Season 1 Battle Pass items are probably worth some money now, but once again, you can't just sell those individual items. Well, CSGO has made that possible, and they're killing it with their in-game economy, and there's a new player in the arena, no pun intended, which is Off the Grid. And Off the Grid, we look at here, they're doing 100 million transactions over the last couple of weeks, about 3 million transactions every single day, and over 9 million wallets created. They had some of the biggest streamers playing this game, from Tim the Tatman, Aiden, Huskers, Ninja. They had Shroud playing. They had so many of the top streamers hopping in this game. And still to this day, some of these streamers are playing it without being paid to do so. And the model that it provides, it's free to play on the front end. You just jump in, you start earning the currency in the game. You can then sell or buy assets on the marketplace utilizing these different currencies, and it goes right into your inventory, and you can monetize. Those in-game currencies are going to be worth real dollars at some point in this game. So that inventory is yours. You truly own that inventory. You can go in there and sell these different assets time and time again to where it's not so extractive, okay? Every dollar that Call of Duty is going to pull in off of this game, none of that goes back to the players. None of it. Whereas this model, off the grid, the Gunzilla ecosystem, the guns team is just taking a small transaction fee and 90% of the value is going back to the user. So the majority of the cash flow in the ecosystem of the marketplace here goes to the player. Whereas in this model, the $183 billion video game industry, which is built off the back of you, your son, your daughter who buys different things in Roblox, whatever the case is, like, it's built off the backs of people who just don't know better and go in and spend their hard-earned dollars on things that they do not own. It makes absolutely no sense. By the way, you go buy that $70 video game, the big joke, it's true, over time, you walk into GameStop, you can sell it for what, $14? So you're down 80% on that. People always crap on, to keep it PG here, the crypto gaming industry. But it truly is an innovative model that disrupts the extractive nature, because these big studios can milk you, me, and everyone else for all of the money in the world with their endless battle passes, V-Bucks transactions, VC and NBA 2K, the Ultimate Team packs in Madden, FIFA, or now it's FC. It's ridiculous. And you can't see through it because you don't know better, but you can really take the pill here and see through the other side that crypto provides an even playing field where actually most of the dollar value is transacted between the player, but the studio could still make ends meet with just a little transaction fee. Imagine how much Fortnite would make if they had second-hand transactions. If I could sell my season 3 rose skin from Verdansk back in the day, everyone wanted that, and if they missed it, it was the best skin in the game. The rose skin, it was just a all black top to bottom. It was like hard to see in dark places. It was an amazing skin to rock in the game. That would have been worth some money, but they don't allow you to do that. And Call of Duty could make a hell of a lot more money if they just allowed second-hand transactions, but they don't see through it because they're already pulling in so much money. So crypto is the solution to this. And I'm not just some crazy lunatic who lives in a laboratory and just is preaching you this. I have my SCUF controller right back here. I've got my gaming PC with a 4090, whatever the case is. Like, I'm deep in the trenches, and I have sunk, like I said, hours, if not years of my life into traditional games like Call of Duty. But objectively speaking, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is broken. Not only is it the same game reskinned year in, year out, same camos, crappy maps, broken games, drivers don't work, whatever the case is, they are milking you for so much money over the course of time. And if you look at the yearly releases, you could probably add up the amount of money that you've just spent on these games over the time period, and you'll start to think, wow, there has to be a solution out there, and that is Web3 gaming. So, guys, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel. We talk about crypto gaming here every single week, every day, every show on this channel. We're diving deep into the best crypto games, how these economies work, the tokens involved with it, and just how it disrupts the traditional model. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Leave me your thoughts down below as well on the traditional gaming industry, and if people need to wake up to the fact that these studios are literally just cash cowing and extracting your dollars and not giving you that ability to claw some of it back. At the end of the day, you're clawing back your time. Think of the time on top of the cash that you spend in these ecosystems. You earn these different camos. You should have the right to sell that to someone who doesn't want to grind for it but would pay a higher dollar. So just put that in your brain. I'll see you guys on the next video. As always, play well, my friends, and stay bullish, my friends.